Who is Nicole Lorraine Linton? She appears to be a registered nurse who got her license out of Houston, Texas. And according to her social media profile, she travels from state to state, working in different ICUs and different hospitals. She was driving a Mercedes-Benz at over 100 miles per hour in an alleged suicide attempt. Survived, but killed 6 people. 8 other people were also injured in the crash. Los Angeles County Fire Department firefighters were called just before 1:40 p.m. Thursday to La Brea and Slauson Avenues near Ladera Park on what was initially reported as a fire. When crews arrived on the scene, they discovered that 8 vehicles had collided in the intersection after a Mercedes-Benz was seen speeding southbound on La Brea Avenue. Several vehicles involved in the crash erupted into flames and caused a nearby commercial fire. Bystanders tried to help those trapped but couldn't get close enough to the flames. The pregnant woman killed in the crash was identified Friday by the coroner's office. Asherey Ryan, 23, of Los Angeles. Her unborn child and her fiance were counted among those who were deceased. Also, family members verified that her infant son Alonzo was also killed. An additional 8 people were injured in the crash, including 6 minors and 2 adults, ranging from ages 1 to 33 years old. All of these surviving victims were taken to the hospital and are expected to survive. Now, the state officials, they've been slow to identify anybody involved, including the people who were killed. But I discovered that Asherey Ryan was engaged to a man named Luis Quintero, and her sister verified that her brother-in-law was one of the deceased. But according to ABC News, the deceased male was a young man by the name of Reynold Lester. His death has been confirmed, but it's not clear if Mr. Quintero was also in the car, because according to the sister, it was her brother-in-law who was killed, and Quintero was engaged to Asherey. After going through some of the social media posts, a lot of them just seemed ominous to me. The last post on Facebook from Asherey Ryan was a post from the Mommy and Daddy's page, and it states, "Am I the only parent that gets mad when my kids hurt themselves? I'd be like, sit down somewhere, damn. Come here, is you all right?" And I relate because I'm one of those parents too. And looking at the Facebook post from the drunk driver's page, she seemed to be an everyday woman, just posting regular old stuff, traveling, spending a day with the family. And there was nothing that would indicate, looking at her social media post, that she was suicidal or had a drinking problem. Amazingly, she survived this crash with just a little bit of blood dripping from her head. And that's about it as far as I can see. But I went to her sister's Facebook page, who she had tagged in a previous post. And on the backdrop of her profile picture, she had a post that said, "Die with memories, not with dreams." Now, we're going to go into an Instagram live feed from the sister of Asherey Ryan. And the details that she put out was that the driver, Nicole Linton, was actually on a suicide mission. She was attempting to commit suicide after drinking because she had been in a very bad breakup with her boyfriend. So if this was intentional, she needs to be charged with murder. She was trying to kill herself and killed 6 other people. The sister also stated that as soon as their vehicle was hit, the vehicle split in half because this woman was driving over 100 miles per hour. There's a link to a GoFundMe in the description if you want to help assist with the burial of her 4 relatives, which includes an unborn child, an infant, and a soon-to-be husband and wife. A link to that GoFundMe is in the description.
Asherey Ryan was 23 years old. She was 8.5 months pregnant with my second nephew, Reynold Lester. She was in the car with my nephew, Alonzo Quinteros, and her boyfriend, Reynold Lester. They had just left the house at 1:30, and she woke me up. She woke me up and told me that she was going to go to her doctor's appointment, that she loved me, and she'll be right back. At 1:45, I seen a video of a car accident. And for some reason, as soon as I seen that video, it hit home, it hit different. I felt connected and I felt off. But yeah, she left the house wearing her two-piece gray legging set. It was a gray top with some gray leggings. And Lonzo was wearing a light beige outfit as well. Right around 1:44, when the light turned green, my brother-in-law proceeded to go across because he had the right of way. You see, he was waiting at the red light. When the light turned green, he went across the light as he should. But at that same time, a woman who I don't even have her name was driving over 100 miles per hour before she crashed into them, killing my sister and her whole family. You know, I already cried. I didn't sleep, not one bit. I'm all cried out, but I'm still shaking. I can't lie to you. It's my only big sister. And after that, immediately, I start looking for videos because I'm like, okay, this doesn't feel right. My sister's driving down that street at the same time. And I found angles of his car getting rammed in by her BMW. Immediately, his car split in half. Mercedes, her black Mercedes. Immediately upon impact, his car split in half. Honestly, we're looking for legal representation because this doesn't make no sense. And before that, there are reports of that same woman driving through West LA, sideswiping cars and almost hitting pedestrians. They already told the police it was a drunk driver in a Mercedes. My thing is, how did they let her get from West LA to South Central? Like, I know it's not the furthest distance, but come on now, that's like a good mile, 2 miles away. But let me focus on what I'm supposed to talk about. So yeah, the driver was drunk and distraught from getting into a fight with her boyfriend. Her friend said she had gone to a fight with her boyfriend, then she started to drinking before she went on her suicide mission. Let me see her. Her taking my sister, my nephews, my brother-in-law, she took my son's only cousin. We are so deeply hurt. So right now, my family's asking for anybody with legal representatives, any type of connections to reach out to us to help us. As well as we'll be starting a GoFundMe because we have to bury 4 people. Also, I strongly feel that we need family therapy, so we're going to be looking for assistance with funding that. Thank you for everybody who came. Thank you for everybody who sent their condolences. And I hope you guys know what really happened. My sister wasn't driving fast. I'm tired of seeing negative comments under her page saying slow down. No, they waited at the red light. They went when they were supposed to go. So I just want y'all to know what really happened. She was on her way to a doctor's appointment to check up on her baby.